Hey Cancer, welcome to your reading for January 2023. If this is your first time here, I'm Jaylyn and I read intuitively, and we'll talk about some astrology as well. Okay, the first card we have is the Three of Coins, the Queen of Swords, okay, we have the Two of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay. So there is a sort of dual point of attraction that you have right now with the universe. I feel like Cancer is sort of looking in one direction and manifesting in the career area pretty often. And then I feel like this switch that happens and the energy is just sort of okay. Okay, so let me say this, especially for Cancer risings, okay, Cancer suns. Mars has been retrograde for a few months, okay? It just recently went direct, and for a lot of you, that's in your 12th house. It's going to look a little contradicting when you've been working on yourself as much as you have, and you may be coming to a place where people are starting to notice, and you know, it's just more obvious how much you've been working on yourself. I feel like there is a period of acclimation to really experience and match that internal energy with your external. Okay, I see it coming. It's gonna feel like a roller coaster a little bit, okay, when you undergo such transformations. A lot of the planets are in like your like higher houses, like 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th house and up. So yeah, your career, the way you communicate with people, the way you anticipate things to work out for you is going to sort of upgrade. Like it's a void state that I'm seeing in between your manifestations and what's actually to come. Okay, and what I'm really getting is Cancer, this claw that Cancer has, okay, it pinches and it can have a hard time letting go. That's what this looks like here. Okay, there may be some potential for this towards the end of the month. All planets will be direct after the 22nd. And we're going to start noticing movement, okay? So this in-between period, this void state, okay, when you're at home and you are just thinking of all these really brilliant ideas, okay, I do see some genius ideas, especially when it comes to work. So don't necessarily think you're taking the wrong steps in that area, because you're not. But it's a matter of patience and allowing time to work in your favor, okay? If it feels like something's taking a long time to come to fruition, it's usually because we haven't let go of the way things were. We haven't let go of the concept of, you know, where we are currently. Like, we're too aware sometimes. Our intellect can be our own biggest obstacle, okay? Because people with really simple belief systems manifest really quickly. And so, the more you learn about manifestation and things of this nature, your shadow work, your healing stages, and meeting all these new parts of yourself, it can sometimes trip us up. It can become a little too controlled, I definitely see things working for you, but what I feel most out of this is Cancer getting impatient and potentially sabotaging something that would otherwise work out really well and make you a lot of money. Okay, so I think Cancer, I know you've had a lot of 12th house activity these past few months, and I know there's moments where it's overwhelmingly chaotic or overwhelmingly boring, okay? It's sort of extreme situation, like one extreme to the next. But this is definitely like a red pill, blue pill situation. It's like you've done all this work on yourself. You've applied things that really work for you. And so I see January as you going to the gym for those things, or whatever metaphor you would like to use for regenerating, okay, cultivating your internal strength to match your external, Definitely a red pill, blue pill situation. I think if you find yourself overthinking, know that if you find yourself overthinking, know that you can ground yourself and take a moment to sort of feel what you feel and transmute that. How do you transmute that? By not paying attention to things that okay, not placing yourself in situations where you're I don't want to say overly because that's not the word. If you're sore in a space, don't, pour salt into that space. And yes, you've healed so much and you've done so much. But right now isn't the time to really test how when something hurts and you kind of just keep feeling it to see to what degree it hurts less. There's some really heavy overthinking and also really heavy wounds that may be triggering you. And with that, I say the stronger you become and the more more confident you become, the more successful you become, your version of that, the less airtime these painful things that you could dissect and get very up close to and analyze and analyze and analyze and get another reading and watch another reading on the same things, okay, that's sort of going to take you away from your path. Okay. There is some really divine strength, divine power of intuition opening up within you to where you're going to see how comfortable you should be. Does that make sense? Okay, so when we're super uncomfortable, when we're in a lot of pain and all of that, it's like to what degree do we keep that alive? Okay, to what degree do we tolerate, you know, whether it's another person or just the self-talk within you? Like, how much are you going to tolerate of the analyzing the pains and the why and the, you know, it's easy to get stuck in shadow work, and I don't think people talk about that enough. It's really beautiful when you come out on the other side and you have a fresh perspective and you have money flowing in. And I think right now it just looks like Cancer is sort of cleaning up some loose ends to really make that happen. Okay, I see your biggest obstacle this month really just being toxic patterns. You know, and if you're like confident and you're moving that confident way and you're well aware of, you know, what was toxic in the past and you have that growth and you know that's not what you want to experience anymore, then it shouldn't be too painful. But what I'm getting is definitely, it's like red pill, blue pill. Okay, one or the other. You know, you can't manifest anything when you're doing the affirmations, you're doing the scripting, and you're doing all the things. And, you know, be sure to meditate, but also sort of allow your imagination to really play with what your future looks like, what your now situation could be, like right now, not years from now. I mean, that's great, but that all builds from this moment. And so that's what I'm saying, is just a need for balance. And I feel like you need some inspiration. I feel like you'll find inspiration when you're ready, when you allow it. Okay, I do feel like it's right there for you. It's definitely there when you're ready. So that's all you need, Cancer, is a little inspiration and a little letting go. You're on the right track. So if you want to go deeper into your personal situation, my website is below. I have mini readings, full readings, and love readings. We can do a lot more personal clarity there. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you. If you know a Cancer that would enjoy this message, feel free to send them this video. And I will see you guys soon.